This here is from Variety, who is always on the side of people like Amber Heard, Blake Lively, Evan Rachel Wood, you name it, and not a big friend of Meghan either, but this one seems to take a little turn. With Love Meghan is a Montecito ego trip not worth taking. TV review. This was really long, by the way. Not going to read the whole thing. Obviously, the full article's on Variety, but let's get a little taste of the criticism. In the first episode of Netflix new series with Love Meghan, the series host is visited by a friend from a past life. Makeup artist Daniel Martin has known Meghan the Duchess for the before, during, and after, shall we say, she tells the camera. In other words, he's been around since she was simply the television actress Meghan Markle. Of course, get someone on there who's known you forever, 'cause that way it makes it look like you're the same person you ever were, 'cause this person knows you. They say it was such a friend from before the media circus of her wedding with Harry. He goes way back. And they give some details. They say her wardrobe was well tailored and beige, and she's not so good at speaking on her feet, and she keeps repeating things like, "Let's get some honey, honey." They also say that she's kind of haunted with the spirit of Martha Stewart, right, who also had a cooking show, and probably Meghan got some influence, not copying, but some influence from that as well. But I don't watch cooking shows. What do I know? No way that Meghan copied anything Martha Stewart did. With Love Meghan exists as sort of a celebration of all things Duchess of Sussex, and as with past of her media outings, no amount of praise seems enough. Each episode features a jumbled timeline whereby Meghan hosts a friend of hers, famous or not, then jumps back in time to show how she prepared the food for the tablescape. Make note, famous or not. And I think this, here's what I get. They're going to go into some quirky things about the show, how it's not good, and I'll agree with everything. But what we have here is Meghan making a series trying to say, look, here are people who used to know me that still know me, so that means I'm a good person, because if I wasn't, those people wouldn't know me anymore. They wouldn't be my friend because I was so bad, but look, they still know me, I'm so good. The fact is, a lot of people are superficial, and even if they didn't like her, they'd probably stay friends when she got so huge and famous if they had the opportunity to. I'm going to guess that they're not sticking with her because she's really a good person who didn't become this bad person. That's what the whole show seems to be about. I don't want to say who cares about cooking. People are into cooking, but from her, why? Get a real actual chef and make a series on them. They then go on to say, Meghan's serene, unruffled world represents a sort of fantasyland moment for her guests, not least because, as Meghan indicates, the show is not in fact shot in her home, but in a house provided for the purpose, raising the question of what this show, billed as a look into Meghan's homemaking lifestyle, is even about. I feel like it's all fake, Meghan's makeup artist tells her friend as they gaze out on a mountain vista after a jam-packed day of little projects. That is some baloney, man. Come on. You're making a home-style cooking show in a studio you rented out or something like that. So, like, at least make it in your house. Then at least if you're not a great cook, if you don't have a great personality, have some kind of authenticity, something. I just can't believe there's no common sense to help her image a little bit. Like, try to get real just a little bit. The best thing she could do is probably come out and say, I haven't been like the best person. I've been a little bit self centered, attention grabbing, things like that. I just want to be real. I'm not a great actress. I was on, a show. I had a little bit of a name, but that's about it. I've got no actual skill. What I'm going to do is try to get that skill. And then she could try to do something, try to make something of herself, or go back to acting. The Suits people want you back for the spin-off, so just do that if that's what you can kind of do. Anyway, interesting article from Variety, but I'm going to guess it's not their usual writer, maybe a guest writer or one of the few based writers they have there or something, but they printed it. Anyway, let me know what you think in the comments. If you're not subscribed here, consider it. Doing pop culture, all things Johnny Depp, Sean Diddy, Meghan Markle, Blake Lively, whatever comes up. If you don't subscribe, I'll be sad, but I'll get over it. See you next time.